Hey everybody, and welcome to Make It with Calvin. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to take tongue depressors or popsicle sticks and turn them into your own low-cost sanding sticks. Things you're going to need are some cheap dollar store popsicle sticks. You can also use large tongue depressors if you want to make some bigger sanders. Totally up to you, but they do come in handy. So we're going to make both styles today. You're going to need some foam tape. This is just from the dollar store. If you want to, you can use higher quality stuff, but that's totally up to you. I would believe that the higher quality stuff would last longer over time, but for $1 for 2 spools that are about this big, I've used some, can't beat it. Also, you're going to need some X-Acto blades and a knife. Alternatively, you can use a pair of scissors, but I don't recommend it as it's kind of a pain to cut around the parts, and the foam tape just loves to stick to the scissors. And then we're also going to obviously need some sandpaper. This is some 800 grit. You could use any grit that you want. So let's get started. First thing we're going to want to do is put some foam tape down on our sticks. So double check your sticks aren't totally chewed up and rough like this guy. Wouldn't exactly recommend it. Save it for something else. This guy on the other hand, somewhat of the same story, so it's out. It's the one drawback to buying the dollar store brand. Now this one, it's not super straight, but who cares? It seems pretty flat, so let's use it. What you're going to want to do is roll out some foam tape, like so. And because this stuff is so cheap, I don't really care. I'm just going to carefully stick it down onto the tape. Take your knife and just, rough cut it. Nothing fancy. Alternate method is to take the foam tape and lay it on top of your stick. Doesn't matter. There's no really wrong way to do this. Just do whatever you're more comfortable with. So as you'll notice, the foam tape pretty much covers the whole tongue depressor, but it doesn't cover the whole popsicle stick. So you're going to want to take your knife, and here's where having the X-Acto knife comes in handy. Just very carefully just cut around the outside. Having a cutting mat is a very good idea as well, although it's totally optional. Beats cutting into whatever and having your parents or significant other hating you for damaging it. So just peel this away, like so. Toss the scraps before they get stuck on everything. And you're good. Now we can work on removing the protective strip and sticking it down on our sandpaper. So take the sandpaper and place it grit side down and determine which way you want to lay the strips. You can do it like this, you can do it like this. Same story, no wrong ways. Though I have noticed that if you try and stick 2 popsicle sticks this way, oops, it runs out of room. So I just run them lengthwise and it seems to work okay. Sure, there's a little bit of excess, but oh well. Sandpaper's cheap. So we're going to take our knife and carefully peel the backing off. And you don't have to be perfect with this. Having a little bit of excess is helpful again. Just push that down. Same story with the tongue depressor. Just gonna want to get underneath there. Keep that up, like so. And boom. Sure you squish it down pretty good. If there's any excess left behind from the foam tape, don't worry about it. It'll all get cut out. Now we can just roughly cut around our shapes to remove them, like so, and peel it off. One thing to note is you probably will burn through X-Acto blades due to the grit on the sandpaper. So just buy yourself a big box and, consider it the price of DIYing it. that. Take your time, no rush. Boom. Sanding stick done. Same story on the tongue depressor. Come around the outside. Cut around. Cut around again. Peel off the excess. You can always save that to make little sanders if you want, or you can toss it. It's totally up to you. Just trim around this guy. Like so. And if you need to, you can tear it a little bit. Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to care. And you're done. And that is how to make really simple, really cheap, and actually pretty effective sanding sticks. The main reason why I'm building my own is I've tried to find them in the stores out here in San Francisco, and yeah, that's been a total disaster. So I decided, why not make my own? Plus, the advantage of having the foam tape in there is you have a little bit of squishiness, which actually comes in very handy when you're trying to sand like a curved part or something that's not perfectly flat. It gives it a little bit of give, which is great. I would highly recommend taking and marking on the back of your sticks what the grit is, because when you're looking at it right now, you'd never know it was 800. So, like you saw at the beginning, I just took these guys and I marked them with the grit. So that is how to build on the cheap and the quick your own sanding sticks. Enjoy making.